Now, Chantel, with the ads, you hear about the guarantees, about the fact that people aren't stuck in a long-term contract and they're not, their hands aren't tied behind their back when they go to actually sell their home. They still have some freedom and some choices when it comes to Chantel Ray Real Estate.
Here's the thing. If you think about it, when are people not happy? If you're selling your home, you're not happy when the house is not selling, right? So like if someone's listing your house, but what happens is you might list your home with, Judy Jones, and she has you sign a 1-year contract. She may not be doing anything to actively market your home, but now you're stuck. You're stuck in a 1-year contract. And now that's when people just get furious.
Absolutely.
Like,
your house isn't moving.
Yeah, your house isn't moving. You can't do it.
Yeah.
So we put our money where our mouth is because we say, listen, if when you list with us, we're going to have you sign a contract. But if at any time, we have to. The MLS requires us to put a contract in order to get your house on the MLS. But if at any time you go, hey, you guys aren't doing everything you said you are doing, you're not marketing like you said you do, rip up the contract.
Wow.
I mean, how simple is that?
I wish my cell phone was like that.
But
Same thing with a buyer.
And see, that's the thing, though. That should tell everybody listening right now that she's not worried about that happening. I mean, it's results at Chantel Ray Real Estate. When she advertises your house, the most people see it. And that's the way it works, man. That's how this formula works. You got more people seeing that your house is for sale. They get access to your house, on the listing easier.
No,
Bada
the
bing,
only
bada
time
boom.
that you can't get out of the contract is that if you have a ratified contract, which means that you've already made an agreement. Like, let's say you put your house for sale and a buyer comes in and they've put an offer in and they've ratified that agreement and you've all agreed on the parties. Then it's not that we're not letting you out of the contract.
It's a contract.
It's a contract. It's a legal binding document between you and the other person. But whenever you're making a contract between Chantel Ray Real Estate and only one other person, which would be either the buyer or seller, that contract right there, you may end, as long as you come to us and say, hey, we don't want to be in the contract anymore. And then boom.
That's it.
Awesome. So at the end of the day, you're bound to be happy. Now, has anybody, just to throw it out there, has anybody ever ripped up that contract?
We have had a couple people,
All right.
and most of them, a lot of times people, maybe they changed their mind. They were thinking about selling, and then
That
they
happens.
said, hey, we want to rent instead, and we don't do property management.
Okay.
So those are rentals. Sometimes somebody was going to get a divorce, like a husband and wife. And we've probably had that on one hand, I can think of
All right.
the number of people that have, ripped up that contract.
So
but
if
it's
life
not very-
changes, then your hands aren't tied behind your back. You
That's
can still
right.
move with the wind.